Maybe
not you as an individual. I mean,
PPLD.
No, we just opened shop on Monday.
Oh, it's a pretty new organization.
But it took nearly 4 years to get to where we are.
To birth the idea.
Absolutely.
Okay, if people like Ndidi want somebody who wants to latch onto this and want to be a part of it, how do I get on?
Okay, we have they can reach us on the website is www.powerupforsuccess.com, and then you can reach us on info@powerupforsuccess.com. 4 is FOR, not figure 4, and we also have the numbers to reach, which was given earlier on.
Okay. All right, we can get that later.
Yeah, but one of the numbers is 081-8734-1521. 081-8734-1521. That's the general number. It's short number.
And so if I'm going to call, what should I expect?
What you'd expect is that we would actually talk about what do you want to achieve, because these are my two friends. When you start with what are my challenges, what do I want to become, and then we try and work on the gap. If you're working in a corporation, whatever the size, you want to become a different person. You want to lead people in a way that you influence them, not force them. You buy into the company as if you are the owner of the company with passion, and then in the process you begin to see where your skills and the strengths are. If you have a dream of being on your own, you are already prepared to run it, because the mistake we make is believing that, we can run down another person's business and someday we'll start running our own way. It doesn't work like that. Your system is programmed to actually cheat and run down things. You just don't wake up and say,
now you want to change.
This is what we're trying to do. The building blocks. And it's very experiential, because we have all kinds of activities they can testify. Indoor, outdoors. When you go through them, there's no way you would go back to where you're coming from. It's just 5 days.
All right. Let me ask Lee this, because I have had opportunity of meeting people from different parts of the world, and when they hear lifestyle coach and lifestyle guru and things like that, the impression is, oh gosh, another one, and all this kind of ideas. But what is it that goes beyond the cliches and the words that actually would transform a person?
I guess you'd have to go back to the distinction being versus doing. So if who you're being is somebody committed to coaching somebody, it isn't about telling them what to do. I was just talking to Ndidi about this. There's a very important distinction between a trainer or a teacher and a coach. And a trainer or a teacher gives you information that they assume you don't already have. And a coach assumes as a human being you have a great deal of knowledge that you can't access because the past gets in the way. And what a coach does is it holds up a mirror. They hold up a mirror for you so that you can see of what you're capable and what's possible for you, and you self-discover it. That's why this particular program is very, very different than most training programs. In most training programs, somebody stands in the front of the room, gives you information, and expects you to learn and memorize it. This program is completely experiential. It's exercises and games and challenges in which you discover things, and the coach brings out those things after the exercise, and you self-discover, oh my gosh, this is what we did. What else could we have done? Oh, we could have done this. And it's like you can literally see the light bulbs go off in people's minds when they discover what they already knew, but they didn't have access to.
Oh, wow. So a journey of self-discovery. We have to wrap up now. So what will be your final word? What would you be saying to Nigerians? Because we have problem with leadership, we have problem with followership, we have problem with almost everything in this country. So what would you be saying to Nigerians now regarding what PPLD is bringing to the table?
Yes, I would say that it's time to step back and begin to define where we want to be. And then we're going to get inspired action, because we'll have to visualize it and then look at all the things that we need to put together. knowing fully well that we all contribute to this mess we find ourselves. Because responsibility is a very strong parameter here. Everybody is pushing the blame to everybody else. But when you go through this program, you learn about responsibility.
Taking responsibility.
Yes, so everybody would have to look at, we have a myriad of problems, and I have got some skills. Everybody's got some skills, divinely given. How do I take one or two of the problems and use my skills to turn into a solution? Because when we are all happy and prosperous, then the whole country actually is rid of criminals, and then we can business people can actually do their business without being afraid of, I need to watch my back every minute.
All right. On that note, we will have to wrap it up. I wish we had more time to have this
maybe I could just
conversation.
quickly ask, is it for everybody, schooled or not schooled, and is there any token to be paid for this?
Yes, what we're doing is we're taking it at different levels. Initially we wanted to do the school leavers, graduates, young graduates, but we realized that maybe they will not be as matured to start. So we went to the middle. Okay, let's take the managers. Let's try and influence them so that when they're meeting with their people, they start working in teams. And then when the influence it now trickles down, then we can now have other programs, because eventually we'll have maybe programs for the young people and programs for people who are just retiring and don't have a clue. And they have like 50 years more to live.
Okay.
Thank you so
All right.
much for
Thank you
coming.
very much. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to wrap up this segment, and we're saying thank you to you, Lee Folanda,
My
who
pleasure.
is CEO of Ware Consulting Services Texas, and Patrick Oluide, who's also a beneficiary of the program. And on the other side, thank you very much, Ndidi Zedome. You've been a beneficiary, and you are singing the song to high places, but you've done well with this. And also thank you very, very much to Demako, who is the PPLD's founder and visionary in Nigeria.
Okay, and don't forget, if you want more information on this, you can go to www.powerupforsuccess.com or call 081-8734-1521 or 080-276-37417.
All right, so that's how to reach them, and we hope that you will go get transformed as they plan to. Yes. All right, Sunrise is not going away. We still have a couple of segments to have before
Nollywood.
we begin to. We will be talking about Nollywood as well. Nollywood is 20 years old, so we'll talk about that. But don't go away. Stay around.